What is up, guys? Sal's back again today. It's a hot one, but we got lots of interesting stuff to do, so let's get busy. First up on the list, I'm gonna haul some cars down to the shredder real quick. It's nice and hot outside, so this is a good thing for me to do because all I gotta do is ride in the truck. Now the truck's plenty hot because there's no AC, but it's better than out here doing hard physical labor in the heat. Another crazy busy day out here. I've been here all morning unloading people. I haven't done a whole lot of talking for the camera. I filmed a few things getting crushed. I'm going to work here at the yard for a little bit this morning, and then I got to take off around 11:30 or so, and I got to go get the loader from another yard, and I got to drive it out to a farm cleanup. It's one you saw in a previous vlog, the one that has those old compressors and all that iron, and we're going to start that cleanup today. There's one you don't see too often anymore. An old Volvo. Pretty clean car, still has shiny paint on it even. Just got done draining the gas out of it. Now we're going to stick it in the crusher, make it flat. And that's all she wrote. Got the old baler loaded up, set it on top of that car. Pretty heavy little piece. It's not the heaviest load I've hauled. My chains aren't on the ground yet, so I've hauled a lot heavier. But it's still a pretty good load. That's a heavy load there. A little bit overkill. It's not super heavy really. This car here is stuffed full of iron. And then this car here is just a heavy car, and then that Jeep stuffed full of junk, but there's no motor in it. A little bit tall, but it'll be fine. We're only going 5 blocks. out there to my place and got the loader out. It took me about 3 hours longer than I wanted it to, but better late than never. I'm on the road right now. I'm driving into the next farm cleanup. There's not a whole lot at this farm cleanup, but weight-wise there's quite a bit. Just it's a whole gigantic pile of I-beam and that sort of stuff, and some big machinery and a big truck, that type of stuff. So there's not a lot of quantity, it's just a lot of weight in what is there. It's really hard to believe, but this property right here with this nice fence and this really nice house, we'll drive forward a little bit and you'll see what else is there. I mean, it's a really nice place. There's a big pond out back. This loader is bumpy. It's like riding a Bronco. Not nearly as nice as our newer loader. That's okay. But anyway, the house they remodeled, but that over there they added on. You could barely even see in that driveway. In the driveway there was about 5 or 6 junk cars, and they were packed clear full of just trash, and the house was packed full of trash. This barn wasn't there. This is just a field, and this was solid trees. And back in the trees was over 100 antique cars, all the way from the 40s up through the 70s. Just tons and tons of cool stuff. There was even an airplane out back inside one of the buildings. And we got the contract to clean the place up. We bought a lot of junk cars and iron and stuff out of there. Can't even tell it's the same place now. This is pretty interesting here. This is kind of trippy when you go over this in a car. It's always kind of nerve-wracking because what if somebody's on the other side of this hill going way faster than they should be? This is the levee right here. This is what keeps the floodwaters in from the creek. We are now entering the floodplain. As soon as you cross that levee right there, your insurance, well, it doesn't double, but it goes up a lot. Because this whole area out here is a floodplain. Goats. Whole bunch of goats. I can't imagine having goats in my front yard. They climb on everything and they eat everything. Not a whole lot of water in it. Hard to believe that when we get a bunch of rain, there's a whole lot of water in it. This bridge that we're on right now will be underwater when there's a lot of rain. And this whole field, and I think 2019 was completely underwater. You could not see it. All this whole area out here was underwater. This road was underwater. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you can. She's peeking out at me. That deer was out here eating some grass in the field until I drove up. She said, "What are you doing?" Those are some big old compressors. Those things got to be heavy. I don't know if the radiators are copper or if they're steel, but I'll find out before I scrap them. And all of this I-beam and pipe and iron goes. There's a bunch of it here. It's some pretty thick stuff. Pretty heavy stuff. There's my hand and my arm. These big tanks go as well. I think I can roll them down and just stick them on the trailer and haul them straight in just like that. They aren't going to be very heavy loads, but I don't feel like cutting them up. It's too hot to run a torch right now. I'm not actually going to start on this today. I was going to come out here kind of get a game plan of what I'm going to do. It's getting pretty late in the day now, so I'm going to go back to my place and work on some stuff there. I'll be out here Monday and get busy on it. First thing I'm going to do while I'm here though is check and see if these things have copper radiators or not. They look like it to me, but a lot of these have a steel core radiator in them, and when they're a steel core, they're not worth anything. Can't quite tell. That one's been painted. I'm going to look at the other one. I don't have a magnet with me, of course. They're all on my other loader. These things have some big old engines in them. Big old pump in them. These things are very heavy. Of course, there's a wasp nest in here somewhere. Check out that fan on there. That's a cool fan. If I had more time, I'd save that, but it'd take way more time to get it off there than what it's worth. Just now realized that. Yep. It's got the big old blower on top. Supercharger. Huh. Yeah, there might be some good parts on this one. I might hang on to this one for now. I'm pretty sure that's a copper radiator in there. Here's my dad here. He'll have a magnet. You got a magnet? Yeah, here's one.
Bunch. Is there one over there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's copper.
6.
I guess this one's copper too. It's got all that rust on the outside, but it's just rust on the paint. big old copper radiator.
What's that up on top? Is that copper up there then? Or is that the radiator?
Oh no, that's the cast iron cap on the radiator up there.
Oh.
This here's cast iron. The rest of it's all copper. About that thick copper.
This is iron here.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to one of my friends. He just started a YouTube channel. It's called Pac-Man the Trash Man. I will put a link in the description. He finds some pretty interesting stuff in the trash sometimes. He found a couple old deer skulls the other day. He found a live turtle. And he actually runs one of the trash trucks that you have for the rural route that you actually have to get out and manually put the trash cans on the back of it still. They're not like the automatic ones that just reach out and grab it. And so he's got some pretty interesting videos. I really like to watch him every time he releases one. He's only released a few, but go check out the link in the description. Check out his channel, give him a thumbs up, subscribe if you like that type of stuff. And I'm gonna close out this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.